After the murders, the detective team sought convictions. It had 3 possible crimes to uncover: participation in the attack, participation in the planning, or guilty knowledge.
If you are new, my name is Marin. Welcome to another reading vlog. I'm excited that you're here. Shout out to the over 200 of you that follow me now. That makes me really excited. Hopefully you are enjoying the content I'm putting out. It is December 12th. It's almost 12 o'clock. I thought that I might just do a daily reading vlog this weekend. Yesterday, my mom and I went shopping. You saw a couple clips of that. I got my groceries, and honestly, I just did not feel like filming or reading, so I did not do that yesterday. So today, I am going to try really hard to finish the entirety of Far From You by Tess Sharpe. That's going to be the focus for this vlog. This book has a little over 300 pages. Let me look and see. 341, but the font is quite large on the page, so I should be able to get through it quickly. I'm going to go ahead and I'll read you the synopsis. It says, Sophie Winters nearly died twice. The first time she's 14 and escapes a near-fatal car accident with scars, a bum leg, and an addiction to Oxy that'll take years to kick. The second time she's 17 and it's no accident. Sophie and her best friend Mina are confronted by a masked man in the woods. Sophie survives, but Mina is not so lucky. When the cops deem Mina's murder a drug deal gone wrong, casting partial blame on Sophie, no one will believe the truth. Sophie has been clean for months, and it was Mina who led her into the woods that night for a meeting shrouded in mystery. After a forced stint in rehab, Sophie returns home to a chilly new reality. Mina's brother won't speak to her, her parents fear she'll relapse, old friends have become enemies, and Sophie has to learn how to live without her other half. To make matters worse, no one is looking in the right places, so Sophie must search for Mina's murderer on her own. But with every step, Sophie comes closer to revealing all about herself, about Mina, and about the secret they shared. So it sounds really good, and it got amazing reviews when it was released back in, I believe, 2012. So I'm really excited to 2014. Sorry, I'm really excited to finally read this one. And I'm thinking I should be able to get through it pretty quickly. So this will be the focus for the vlog that you are currently watching. And the other thing on my list to do is play Animal Crossing, y'all. That's it. That's my Sunday. I did some school prep Friday when I got home from work, and I did a little bit yesterday as well. So I'm pretty much ready to go for the week. This is the final week of school before winter break. Yay. All right, now let me go ahead. I'm kind of going to talk you through where I'm at with my reading, because I definitely am not where I had hoped to be. But I am a little over halfway done with Columbine. I am listening to this one on audio. I don't want to say that I'm enjoying it, because it's about a school shooting and there's nothing enjoyable about that, but I am finding it quite fascinating and interesting. You can tell Dave Cullen really did his research in order to put this book together. He's really like digging down into some of the preconceived notions that people had about the shooters and kind of the things that happened during the shooting. So it's quite eye-opening and interesting, and I'm curious to see what else he kind of delves into in this book, because he's kind of flipping between the shooting and then like things about people either after or before. He's delving a lot into the killers' mindsets and what they were writing in their journals, filming on what they've called the basement tapes, that kind of thing. So there's some flip-flopping in the narrative, which keeps you engaged, and I'm just very curious to see how this all is going to come together to kind of talk about the shooting as a whole. So really enjoying this one. I am on pace to have this one done when I was wanting to. So this one is on track. This one, however, is not. I was supposed to already have this finished. This is Codename Verity by Elizabeth Wine. I am on page 64, and it is not because I'm not enjoying it. I really enjoyed the first chunk that I read, but y'all, I was so tired when I got home from work this week that I just did not have the brain power to read. So this one did not get finished. My goal is to have it done by the end of this week, like by Friday. Same with this one. This one should be done by Friday. And I am also working on an ebook, which is The Forever Song by Julie Kagawa. This one I am very torn about. So I am at, I believe, like 32% in that one. And y'all, I'm not really enjoying it, not gonna lie. I really liked the second book in the series. The first book was kind of just ho-hum okay. I think I gave it 3 stars. This third one, though, I'm not feeling it. And considering that we just kind of had this big shock reveal, there was a lot of action going on, I was just kind of like, meh, like didn't really care. So I am going to give myself till 50% of that one to decide whether I truly want to finish it, but it might be a DNF because I'm not interested in the story at all. And I definitely should be, considering that they're trying to stop like a worldwide plague from taking over close to home, right? So yeah, I'm not loving that one. We'll see what happens with it, but Codename Verity and Columbine should both be finished by the end of the week and my next vlog. But today it is all about Far From You, and I'm really excited to see what I think about a book that was quite hyped when it was released. So let's go ahead and just roll on into this very chill, cozy Sunday. It is 7:35. I am almost finished with Far From You. I have this chunk right here left. This reads very, very quickly, as I'd expected that it would. I am really enjoying it. It has a really nice mystery thriller vibe that I appreciate. I'm enjoying the main character, Sophie, her point of view. She is very determined to figure out what happened to Mina, and she also has some very good reasons for being bitter and angry, and I feel like her character just feels very realistic, and I'm enjoying the author's writing style. This is a really good book. I'm very curious to see how it ends. I wanted to get on here now and talk. I'm on chapter 50, just for reference. I wanted to just kind of get on here to talk a little bit about it, but to also say that I think I know who the killer is, but I'm not sure if that's really how it's going to play out. So I wanted to like say that I think I know who it is, and then at the end I will tell you if I'm correct or not. But basically, this is a book that deals with guilt on Sophie's behalf, but also Trev, who was Mina's brother and one of Sophie's best friends. He feels a lot of guilt. He was driving the vehicle that was in the accident that caused Sophie to become injured and led to her addiction to painkillers. So he's got a lot of guilt going on when it comes to Sophie, but also his little sister who was murdered. So I'm just very curious to see how it's all going to play out, kind of how everything's going to come together. I like the cast of characters that we're following. This is told solely from Sophie's point of view, but she's bringing in some people to help her try to figure out what happened. And I'm very, very curious to see how it's going to go. So this is definitely a winner thus far. I don't know that it's 5-star, but it's definitely probably 4-star for sure. Of course, the ending could change that and bump it up to a 5-star, but I am really liking this. I already went on Goodreads and added the author's other 2 books to my to-read list because I am just really enjoying her writing style. Another thing that I did is I received a Barnes & Noble gift card from my aunt and uncle, so I am looking at books to potentially order. I've kind of set a rule for myself for 2022. I am not going to buy any mystery thriller books because for me, I don't personally like to, or I shouldn't say like to, I have no interest in rereading books that were built on like a mystery, because once you read it the first time, that mystery element is gone, and that's kind of part of what makes the book enjoyable, in my opinion. So I have a rule that I'm not allowing myself to read any, or to purchase, sorry, not read, to purchase any mystery or thriller books in 2022. So the books that I am looking at to purchase from Barnes & Noble, I'm kind of pulling out of my want to read list, and I'm trying to think about books that I could potentially see myself rereading, assuming that I like them. So that's been a little difficult, kind of poking through and trying to figure out what books are worth spending my money on and which ones I just need to get from the library. So that's just a little caveat that I'm going to throw out there. I think I'm going to go ahead and finalize that order, and then I will read the remainder of this book. We'll see if my prediction is correct. I will let you know in a little bit. Everyone, hello. It is like 10:09. I finished Far From You probably about 30 minutes ago or so, and then I just was watching the rest of a show called Lies, Crimes, and Videos, which is shown on HLN every Sunday, or at least while this season is running. It's one of my favorite shows, so I was watching the remainder of that episode. But this book was very, very good. I thoroughly enjoyed Sophie's narration. I enjoyed the mystery. I liked kind of watching Sophie come to terms with some of the secrets that she and Mina had been keeping and what it meant for the both of them. And I will say, I did have the killer figured out. However, I did not have the full story. So there were still twists and turns that came out even though I knew who the killer was. So just throwing that out there. But regardless, I really, really enjoyed this one. I'm giving it 4 stars, probably 4.5 if they did half stars. There were parts at the end that made me tear up. I really liked the author's writing, as I'd mentioned earlier, and I'm excited to read more from Tess Sharpe to see what her other 2 books are like. But this one was a winner. I would highly recommend it. If the synopsis sounds at all interesting to you, do check it out. This was very, very good, and I can see why it was so hyped when it was released in 2014. So I'm very glad that this one lived up to my expectations, since I had put it on my 21 books to read in 2021 list. So this one was a winner. Now I am going to get ready for bed because it is after 10, as I'd mentioned, and I have to work tomorrow. Let's see. I am planning on filming probably 2 more reading vlogs for the month of December. I'm thinking the next one will probably be like a few days, maybe 2 books, reading 2 different books, and then the next one might cover like a week. I don't know. I'm going to play around with it and see, but there will be 2 more December reading vlogs coming. So I hope you will find them enjoyable and click on them and watch them. Just, you know, shameless plug. But yes, this one, really good book. I'm glad that I gave it a read. I'm glad that I read it for this vlog, and I'm glad that it worked in terms of my thinking I could read it in one day, because that's exactly what happened. I got through this probably in a few hours, 3 hours, 3.5 hours, and really, really enjoyed it, which is all I can hope for when it comes to books. Anyway, next time I check in, this book should be finished. This is Codename Verity, and this book should also be finished, Columbine by Dave Cullen, and I will have made the decision on whether I am going to complete or DNF the Forever Song. So I will give you an update in that next vlog. But the book that I will be reading in that vlog will be The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. And y'all, I am so excited about that one. I hope that it lives up to expectations just like this one did, please. But I'm really, really excited about The Inheritance Games. I've heard such good things about that. I cannot wait to read it. So be on the lookout for that. That will be coming in a week or so, give or take. And other than that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you for watching this vlog, this daily vlog. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more from me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.